Breaking on 4 News Now at 6. Full SNAP benefits are now being sent out to millions across the country. Why the Washington governor says funding for the federal food assistance program is still uncertain.
The weekend is here and we're getting a break from the wind and the rain. I'll show you how long we're going to stay dry and tell you about the fog outlook for the first alert forecast.
And a Spokane man found not guilty of assaulting a federal officer is still facing deportation to Mexico. We'll tell you what his wife says they plan to do next and how they're fighting together to get him back home. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
We begin with breaking news. Full SNAP benefits are now being sent out to families in need across Washington for now. That is according to Governor Bob Ferguson. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. This comes after one federal judge ruled the Trump administration must use emergency funds to make sure benefits are fully paid out. Leading up to this announcement, people across the country were turning to food banks to put food on the table.
I've been disabled since birth, so I rely on food stamps and Social Security to survive. I've been struggling. It's been really hard. I've literally been eating spaghetti for 4 days because it's all I have in my apartment.
Governor Ferguson says as of now, people are on track to receive their benefits on time, but that could change. The governor writing, the Trump administration immediately asked the Court of Appeals to put the federal court's decision on hold. The appeals decision is pending. In short, the future of these benefits remains uncertain. The Department of Justice is now asking the Supreme Court to intervene.
While the courts debate whether a judge can order the federal government to spend billions of dollars, local groups aren't waiting to feed families. Food banks, businesses, and farmers are stepping up to help. Great Harvest Spokane says it will give out free bread and sandwiches to people in need. And at Green Bluff, farmers are teaming up to put together grab bags filled with fresh vegetables and eggs. If you or someone you know could use a little help, those bags can be picked up at the Wildland Cooperative Tap Room.
Well, the shutdown is also throwing a major wrench into people's travel plans. The FAA ordered a reduction of flights across 40 major airports. That includes SeaTac, Portland, Denver, and Minneapolis. On your screen right now is FlightAware's misery map, they call it. The company says more than 1,000 flights have either been delayed or canceled, with the biggest number of delays at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport and Reagan Airport in Washington, D.C.
Headache, disaster nightmare.
The FAA says the flight reductions are meant to cut down the workload on air traffic controllers.
We're trying to prevent the pressure that we now see building in the system.
So if you have a flight coming up soon, you'll want to keep your eye on your airline's app for any possible changes.
Martin Diaz, a Spokane man who was acquitted of assaulting a federal officer earlier this week, is now expected to be deported. Diaz was originally arrested by Border Patrol in April because he was undocumented. Diaz is currently being held by Border Patrol in the Kootenai County Jail.
His wife, Kendall, says she still doesn't know when he'll be taken to Mexico, but she plans to live there with him. Derek Strom spoke with Kendall about their plan to reunite after months apart.
Martin Diaz was accused of assaulting a federal officer when he was arrested by Border Patrol agents in April. A Ring doorbell camera shows Diaz being tackled on the front lawn of his house. He was acquitted during his trial earlier this week, but his wife Kendall says he will still be deported to Mexico.
It's bittersweet is the best way to explain it. I'm so beyond grateful that we were able to get past this, these criminal allegations and get past that portion of this whole process.
Diaz's wife, Kendall, says Martin is still being held by Border Patrol in the Kootenai County Jail. She wants the deportation process to speed up because she knows it's going to happen and wants to reunite with her husband, but she won't know where Martin is until he's in Mexico.
There's websites I can kind of track his movement, but it's usually pretty delayed. And so we kind of get the news. Essentially, I'll get a call when he gets his cell phone back when he's in Mexico.
Right now, Kendall Diaz isn't sure when her husband Martin will be transported from the Kootenai County Jail to Mexico. And even though this process has led to so much frustration for her, the one positive is that she'll be able to see Martin once he's transported there.
At this point, I'm just so excited to see my husband. I haven't seen him in 6 months. The first time that I've gotten to touch him in 6 months was after his court hearing.
Diaz has already packed up their house and plans to move to Mexico with their 4 dogs to be with Martin. She says deportation typically comes with a 10-year ban from re-entering the U.S., but there are waivers to shorten that time frame.
ultimately, the goal is that we will move back to the U.S. And that we will do it, have all of our paperwork in order prior to coming back.
Kendall says they will work on getting Martin's green card as quickly as possible. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Let's get a look at the forecast now. What a beautiful sunny morning.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but it's going to be a cool evening, especially for those of us, I'm raising my hand, heading to high school football games tonight, Chris.
Oh, you are going to be chilly on the sidelines, Derek. Here's our time lapse from today. It was such a beautiful day with some sunshine. Gorgeous sunset tonight. Our temperatures right now are actually about where we would expect them to be. We're in the 40s in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint, and Bonners Ferry. 40 degrees in Pullman. We got up to 49 today for a high, so we're cooling down very quickly, and we are cooler than this time last night. Despite all the sunshine today, it's 4 degrees cooler in Spokane than it was 24 hours ago, 8 degrees cooler in Moscow and Pullman, and 5 degrees cooler right now in Coeur d'Alene than it was 24 hours ago. Part of that, the clear skies. The other part, the decreasing winds. It was a very windy night last night, and right now we are looking at winds calm in Spokane Valley, Moses Lake, and Pullman, and decreasing rapidly in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That's going to allow our temperatures to drop even more as we get into the overnight. We'll be in the 30s by 9 o'clock. By 11, 36 degrees. We'll be headed to overnight lows below freezing around the region. Then the patchy fog begins to develop early tomorrow morning. I'll have your weekend forecast in just a few minutes, Kirsten.
See you soon, Chris. The latest round of election results are in, and there may be another new face on the Spokane City Council, with Sarah Dixit now taking a 53-vote lead over incumbent Jonathan Bingle to represent District 1. There are still many more votes that need to be counted. We will not get another round of numbers until Monday, and we're also keeping an eye on the Spokane Public Schools $200 million bond that is still on track to pass with about 61% of the vote. Washington is one of few states in the U.S. requiring a school bond to need a supermajority of 60% to pass. For a full list of results, head to KXLY.com.
Kootenai County Sheriff Bob Norris will not face charges for his role in a woman being dragged out of a town hall in Coeur d'Alene earlier this year. That's according to the Idaho Attorney General's office. This video was taken during the town hall hosted by the Kootenai County Republican Central Committee back in February. You can see Sheriff Norris direct 2 improperly marked men from a private security agency to remove a group of hecklers, including Dr. Teresa Borenpol. You can see Borenpol being dragged out here. She later filed a lawsuit against the security firm Lear Asset Management and Sheriff Norris. The city of Coeur d'Alene has since revoked Lear's license to operate within city limits. As the new year approaches, thousands of patients in North Idaho face uncertainty about their health care coverage.
Yeah, Kootenai Health is negotiating with the insurance agency Regence Blue Shield, and the outcome could affect patients' access to care. Mary Sheridan spoke with both parties today to learn how this could impact patients.
Kootenai Health is well aware of its role as one of the only major hospitals in this region, which is why officials say they're working hard with the folks over at Regence Blue Shield to come to an agreement. Every few years, negotiations like this take place between hospitals and insurance agencies. Kootenai Health CFO Michelle Bui tells me this isn't unusual.
I know it's scary for patients and I know it's scary for our community members, but it's very typical. Every healthcare organization goes through this.
But more than 11,000 Regence Blue Shield members in North Idaho will soon be receiving a letter explaining if an agreement isn't decided by January 1st, Kootenai Health would be out of network.
Our goal is to come to an agreement with Regence. It may be that it's going to be after the end of the year, just based on where we are at.
The vice president of network management at Regence explains they're trying to negotiate lower reimbursement rates with the hospital to keep costs low for customers.
The reimbursement rates that Kootenai Health proposed initially are higher than they have traditionally been in the past. It's our duty to fight for our members' affordability.
Both parties agree the longer this goes on, the more of a disruption it would be to patients with Regence Blue Shield insurance.
We're going to make sure we get an agreement in place as quickly as possible. We just have to make sure that it covers our cost increases and that we are paid fairly for the work that we're doing.
In Coeur d'Alene, I'm Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Well, from coffee to snacks, protein is packed into just about everything now.
Yeah, coming up, why the high protein craze is taking off and what nutrition experts say you should and shouldn't be eating. Plus, a new housing development in Latah Valley has been approved, but it has some neighbors worried. We'll show you why next on 4 News Now.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Monday Night Football, Eagles-Packers at 8 on ABC and ESPN.
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Enjoy a special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Playing Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Elegance, style, quality, custom made for your project. Agalite shower doors and bath enclosures by River City Glass are designed for a lifetime of use. Timeless beauty that speaks for itself with superior quality and exceptional value. Offering exquisite custom wine room enclosures and office room glass, specializing in custom mirrors crafted to fit your space. Producing high-performance glass for every project, residential and commercial. River City Glass.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
All right, welcome back. Another housing development in Latah Valley has been given the go-ahead. This one bringing 142 single-family homes to the area.
Yeah, this development is just one of many planned in the area. The Latah Glen community will be just off of Highway 195 between the Thorpe and Cheney Spokane Road exits. But not everyone in the neighborhood is excited about this. Madeline Mullins spoke to one man today about why he says more housing means more safety concerns.
The land is being split up, the roads are being paved, and Latah Glen is well on its way to welcoming 142 families to their new homes. But all Brian Meggie can think about is what that means for the families that are already here.
So it's just going to add to the cacophony of disaster that could happen, the cacophony of traffic, of safety risks, etc.
Local advocacy group Citizen Action for Latah Valley says these homes join a list of over 3,000 units that are currently approved or planned for the area. This map shows exactly where those homes will go.
And our city planning department continues to approve these plats, and quite frankly, the community is at a loss.
One of the concerns with the Latah Glen development is how it will impact traffic here on Marshall Road. And traffic seems to be a big concern when it comes to all of the proposed developments here in Latah Valley.
There just is one way in and one way out, essentially. There is no real fire infrastructure for like a fire station here. I mean, they're basically sitting ducks for fire that comes through.
However, city leaders say they have planned for this. The city hearing examiner wrote in the development documents that this would provide emergency services with another access point and actually improve traffic and offer a new avenue for traversing up and down Marshall Road and more directly to and from Inland Empire Way and Highway 195. City leaders have also noted that more housing is needed in our region and these developments can help. Meggie agrees.
And so, yeah, I think there is a way that we can do so sustainably, smart, and I think above all else, looping in the community as to what their needs and desires are.
In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Well, listen up, Honda owners. The company is recalling 400,000 Civics over an issue that could cause a tire to come off. The recall affects 2016 through 2021 Civic models equipped with the 18-inch alloy wheels. Dealers will inspect and replace the wheels and hubs for free.
Well, the IRS is shutting down its free online tax filing system. The Biden administration announced the new online program last year. Direct File was aimed to help low and moderate income taxpayers file their returns early. Fewer than 300,000 people used Direct File this year. Treasury Department officials said the program was halted because it wasn't widely used.
Great weekend to be out and about, especially for soccer fans. Soccer Sunday, we've got a Zephyr and a Velocity game on Sunday. At the Zephyr game at noon, 45 degrees and mostly sunny. Velocity at 6 o'clock, 43 at kickoff time, but it is going to get cold that night. I'll have your forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
The holiday heroes are ready to make your holiday dinner better than ever. This year, make your holiday feast as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Visit eatgoodgroup.com, heat and eat. 2. Select your meal. 3. Pick up your feast and heat and eat. Hurry, orders must be made by November 22nd. Order online at eatgoodgroup.com.
The Veterans Day sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores.
Get some of the biggest store-wide savings of the year, including a double or triple sales tax discount. Or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years. Living rooms to bedrooms, dining sets to mattresses. Save big and make your home a space that everyone can enjoy.
And with a double sales tax discount, it's the perfect time to get your home ready for the holidays. Today through Tuesday at Walker's.
Exhaustipated. When you're tired of your backed up gut and you need fast relief. Mirafast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. Mirafast acts faster. Works.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
Your locally owned Papa Murphy's is proud to be a sponsor of Coats for Kids this year. Papa Murphy's would like to thank the community for their generous coat donations. Stop by any Papa Murphy's, grab a pizza, and stay warm this winter.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
The holiday heroes are ready to make your holiday dinner better than ever. This year, make your holiday feast as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Visit eatgoodgroup.com, heat and eat. 2. Select your meal. 3. Pick up your feast and heat and eat. Hurry, orders must be made by November 22nd. Order online at eatgoodgroup.com.
So, Jason Kelsey's the special guest on Good Morning America Monday morning? Better set your alarm, Jason.
Wait, what?
Jason Kelsey's bringing it to your morning.
Let's do this, America.
Monday on GMA.
America, I don't think you're ready for this.
Grab your ice skates and head down to McEwen Park because ice skating is back in Coeur d'Alene. You can do a few laps around the rink, sip some hot cocoa, and if skating is not your thing, you can also rent out one of their igloos as well. Chris is an ice skater.
I do like to ice skate. That wasn't even on my list this weekend.
And that drone shot from above with the lights, that looked pretty cool.
Really pretty.
How fun.
Great date spot.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, we are getting into the cold weather season. Still some fall things to be done, however, and this will be a good weekend to get those things done. I forgot to add to my list, bring in all that patio furniture for the season because the snow will be here before you know it, but no weekend rain, some morning fog, and that presents its own challenges with some patchy freezing drizzle possible just in those places where the fog is really dense. Also freezing fog to the roadways. That goes for any morning that we have that cold weather fog. Afternoon sun breaks, that may be underplaying it. We could have a bright blue sky most of the day, but I get a little nervous anytime we get into the fog season. Once that fog hunkers down over the inland northwest, it is fairly hard to break, but I am counting on it breaking around 10 a.m. with some bright blue skies as we get into the afternoon. Clear conditions in the evening, 49 for a high, 46 is our average high around the region, 40s and 50s, 51 in Coeur d'Alene, 52 in St. Mary's, 51 down in Moscow and Pullman. We'll be in the mid-50s in Grand Coulee as well as Ritzville, right around the Spokane area, in the 40s in Spirit Lake, Deer Park, Fairchild Air Force Base, but a lot of 50s on the map, including Meade, 9 Mile, Spokane Valley, Liberty Lake, and Post Falls. Tracking our weather patterns, starting off at the current time, the last of the showers moving out, high pressure building in. Now, Pacific storms are still going to try to make their way our direction, but this ridge of high pressure is going to keep them from succeeding until we get into Sunday. All that moisture is going north and into Canada, but then our ridge of high pressure begins flattening as we get into Sunday night and Monday. That's going to allow just the tail end of this front to brush by, which will give us a slight chance of showers on Monday, but it sort of opens up the barn door to let additional storms in later in the week. Not much precipitation over the next 5 days, only hundredths of an inch in the panhandle of Idaho. However, precipitation outlook in the November 15th through the 21st, that's the 8 to 14 day, is calling for slightly elevated chance of above average precipitation and a slightly elevated trend toward above average temperatures. We have above average temperatures through the entire 7-day forecast. Our average high is in the mid 40s. We'll be in the upper 40s Saturday and then into the 50s and staying in the 50s right on through the end of the forecast. That above average precipitation really starts kicking in Wednesday night into Thursday and Friday. Kirsten?
All right, one nice weekend for once, for a while. Well, you may soon have to pay more to park in downtown Spokane.
Why city leaders say it's necessary and why some businesses warn it could hurt Spokane's recovery. And protein is packed into just about everything these days, but are all those products really good for you? We'll show you what nutrition experts say you should really be looking for on the label.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
Fred's Appliance would like to thank everyone who donated to Coats for Kids. Because of our Spokane community coming together, we can keep kids warm this winter. At Fred's, we are proud to support our community. Come see us today for the appliances you need with service you can trust.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
Look, I used to be the early bird, the harbinger of the holidays. But now, I'm just mad.
Northern Quest's Holiday Head Start is stealing my thunder with $60,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs.
All before I can even become a leftover sandwich. I mean, what's a bird got to do to get stuffed and basted around here?
Whatever. Enjoy your 60 grand. The $60,000 Holiday Head Start, only at Northern Quest.
You're home for Jay and Kevin in the morning. I just want to love somebody. You ain't nothing but a liar. Somebody pour me a drink.
The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
We're cooking up something special. Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously. A collection of signature products you won't find anywhere else. Meticulously prepared with only the freshest ingredients and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
Celebrating 80 years in business with discounts for the decades. Up to 80% off store-wide and new furniture collections. The Tin Roof, locally owned, locally loved since 1945.
In news for your health, powders, shakes, and even Pop-Tarts. Protein is popping up in everything these days.
But how much is too much? And does a high-protein diet really deliver on all of its promises? Olivia Rubin takes a closer look at the protein craze sweeping the country.
Powders, shakes, even Pop-Tarts? Protein is everywhere.
We're putting proteins in drink.
From coffee shops to grocery store shelves to your social media feed, the popularity and marketing for high-protein diets are on the rise. A high-protein diet emphasizes getting a larger percentage of your total daily calories from protein compared to the standard dietary recommendations.
Protein does so many things. We know it helps with muscle growth and skin and hair and all those things. Protein is a very satisfying macronutrient that can help you feel fuller longer.
Elizabeth Meehan has been eating a high-protein diet for 6 years. She says her initial goal was to heal her gut and aid in fat loss after having kids, but she found even more benefits.
I had more energy. I was recovering better. I was sleeping better. Everything was so much better when I chose high protein.
Experts recommend getting anywhere from 10 to 35% of your daily total calories from protein.
That is everything I needed for this week's high protein meal plan.
Stephanie Birmingham, who has documented her protein and fitness journey on social media, says she typically eats 160 to 170 grams of protein a day, which puts her right at the top of that range with 35% of her daily total calorie intake.
It was really refreshing for me for them to say, okay, high protein diet will help you in your fat loss goals, but it'll also help you maintain the muscle that you're building.
Protein products have exploded in popularity and now come in all forms. Stephanie and Elizabeth both say some of these products can be great tools to help them meet their goals, but that they also take a hard look at those nutrition labels.
Is it actually a lot of protein? Is this something that I should be putting in my body?
Really looking out and seeing what's the saturated fat content, what's the added sugar content.
Not all protein is equal. It's best to reach for lean and plant-based sources.
Think lean meats, low-fat dairy, Greek yogurt, and then don't forget your lentils and beans.
And balance is still important.
Pair your protein with fiber-rich foods, ensuring that you're getting the fresh fruits, fresh vegetables.
And of course, it's always important to consult your doctor before making any big dietary or lifestyle changes. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
All right, still ahead, access to dental care in rural communities is getting a big boost thanks to a new state-of-the-art training center in Spokane.
Yeah, how this program is helping future dentists stay and serve where they're needed most. And a new tax could transform downtown Spokane. Why some say taxing parking lots will hurt small businesses. Next on 4 News Now.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks, so girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. Also approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
STCU and 4 News Now are proud to highlight volunteers throughout our region. And that tradition continues today. Through our Volunteers Count program, we celebrate dedicated people who help at nonprofits, large and small.
Their work benefits individuals, families, and our entire community.
Do you know of a volunteer who goes above and beyond? Someone who makes a positive impact and ensures others' needs are met?
We'd love to hear about them. Nominate them at KXLY.com/volunteerscount.
Brought to you by 4 News Now and STCU.
We've collected thousands of warm winter coats for this year's Coats for Kids campaign. The coats have now been cleaned thanks to Alsco. If you know a child in need of a warm winter coat, go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids to find a distribution location near you.
We did it together. Thank you to the hundreds of people who donated to Coats for Kids at a Goodwill store this October. Your endless giving warmed our hearts and will help warm hundreds of children this winter. Thank you.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, you may soon have to pay more to park in Spokane. The City Council is considering a 12% tax increase on commercial parking lots.
The city hopes it'll motivate property owners to make better use of their land. But what impact does it have on you? Alexandra Cohen-Yards joins us with the answer.
This parking tax operates in a similar way to a sales tax, meaning it is the consumer themselves who will pay for it rather than the people who own lots such as this one. However, downtown businesses fear that the impact might trickle on down to them.
Will this be another barrier for people to come back to downtown at a time when we need them more than ever?
Emily Cameron is the president of the Downtown Spokane Partnership. She says businesses were surprised this plan is being considered.
They want to be optimistic, but that things are still really hard and that they need help in order to continue to make their business thrive.
Cameron says downtown has come a long way since the pandemic, but still has a long road ahead. Meanwhile, the city has a budget deficit of $13 million, and this 12% parking tax would offer a new stream of revenue.
I think the parking tax is much overdue. Spokane is one of the few large cities in the state that doesn't have a tax like this.
Eric Lowe supports the proposal, arguing too much space in Spokane is already given to these commercial parking lots.
These surface parking lots are a blight on our city.
This map shows you exactly how much of downtown Spokane is devoted to parking facilities. All areas in red are surface parking. That accounts to about 30% of downtown. The 12% tax is specifically for commercial parking lots. However, if a lot has 2 or more floors or is below ground level, that rate is cut in half to 6%. City officials hope this could encourage redevelopment of lots into housing or commercial developments.
We do want to see that, but adding a parking tax is not the way to get there.
City Council will have the first reading on this parking tax next week. If approved, it would become effective on January 1st of 2026. Reporting from our downtown, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
All right, we're finally getting a break from the rain, and it's happening just in time for the weekend.
But will it stay dry? Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to find out.
I think you're going to like this weekend forecast. The winds have died down. The rain has stopped. It is a beautiful Friday night here in downtown Spokane. The sunset was at 4:23 this afternoon. It's 43 degrees currently in downtown. The winds of earlier today have really tapered off, and it is going to be calm through the night and into early tomorrow morning. That is going to allow some fog to develop overnight and into tomorrow morning. Hopefully, however, we'll be able to clear that fog and get some sunshine going. A high temperature of 39 after a morning low of 30 in Spokane. Watch for areas where that patchy fog may be freezing to the roadways, leaving a little bit of a slick area for you to navigate in the morning. We're heading up to a high of 52 on Sunday. Again, some patchy morning fog and a temperature down around freezing. I'm going to take a look at some wet weather moving in next week and have your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Rural dental care has taken a big step forward in Spokane's U District.
Yeah, a couple months ago, we took you on a tour of the new UW School of Dentistry's Spokane Oral Health Training Center. It's on the 4th floor of the 840 building at the corner of Spokane Falls Boulevard and Hamilton. Well, last night, UW Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Tricia Serio, was on hand for the official ribbon cutting of the state-of-the-art facility. She says the regional initiatives in dental education provide real-world training for future dentists.
So there's simulation mannequins, and they have all their dental tools. Last night we were watching them practice how to make gold crowns for teeth.
And Dr. Serio says 80% of the graduates of the program stay working in rural and underserved communities by being embedded in the eastern part of the state and working through 57 regional clinics.
Winter is just around the corner, and for those of you who love snow and power, the Spokane County Fairgrounds is the place to be this weekend. The Spokane Winter Night Snowmobile Club's annual Snowmobile and Power Sports Expo and Swap Meet is tomorrow. There will be all sorts of new and used equipment to get you ready for winter fun. People usually start lining up a couple hours before the gates open at 9 a.m. Along with gear for sale, experts in snowmobiling and snow biking will be on hand, offering tips and techniques.
It's really just kind of a great overall opportunity for people that enjoy kind of that backcountry, snowmobiling, snow biking's become big. We got a lot of seminars going on. There's the ladies clinic tomorrow that's going to go on with some backcountry riding skills.
Admission is $10 for adults, while kids 12 and under are free. It runs from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Well, water is usually a firefighter's best friend, but when you work in the River City, you have to be prepared for when water works against you. Take a look at these pictures the fire department posted on social media. A little rain this week didn't bother the water rescue team. They submerged a car in the river to train on rescuing a person from a vehicle. Each rescue attempt was timed, with teams starting on opposite sides of the river, reaching the car, pulling the victim free, and returning to the bank. The fire department says it took the crews about 4 minutes to make the rescue. 4 News Now will be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. and Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
For over 40 years, Parker Toyota has been dedicated to serving the people of North Idaho with top quality used vehicles that exceed industry standards.
That's because every used car undergoes a rigorous 160-point inspection. If it doesn't meet our standards, it doesn't belong on our lot.
Providing the highest quality used cars and trucks is just the beginning of our commitment to you as a customer.
Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive our no-problem customer service at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
The pain level was over 10, and my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports there. It was the first time that I had no pain.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Listen up. You gotta spin the wheel. Music royalty takes their turn.
You know. Blame it on the baby. It's pregnancy brain, you know what I mean?
To hit all the high notes.
Let's go.
All new Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, tonight on ABC.
Imagine being inside your apartment, relaxing.
What is that?
And this happens. What are all these drones doing outside your window? Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs are just over 24 hours away from facing the Oklahoma Sooners at Spokane Arena, the first of many major non-conference tests for the Zags. And they're fair to face a physical and experienced Oklahoma team, one that relies on its depth and athleticism at the guard position. OU won both their exhibition games pretty easily, and they will begin their 2025-26 season tomorrow in that game against GU. Zags head coach Mark Few spoke about what Oklahoma brings to the table and how the Texas Southern game prepped the Zags well for their first Power Conference test of the year.
I think that physicality that we faced, certainly, I think that kind of, shocked us a little bit. And then also just, their guards were quick and athletic. I mean, the guards from Oklahoma are very quick and very opportunistic and have a lot of freedom and can shoot it deep, but can also take you off the bounce. So I think it was good preparation in that regard.
New Gonzaga guards Braden Smith and Mario St-Perry didn't have huge standout performances in Game 1, so this weekend will provide a big test for them, especially on defense. That's going to come tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. again at Spokane Arena. Oklahoma, an NCAA tournament team from last season. And Gonzaga women's hoops tipping off their season tonight against the North Dakota State Bison back at Shield Center. Score right now is 73-51 in the fourth quarter. Gonzaga looking real strong, especially Allie Turner having one heck of a game as always. We'll bring you all the highlights from Fargo coming up on Nightside. And the Eastern Washington Eagles stumbled in their loss this past weekend against the Sacramento State Hornets to snap a 3-game win streak, and now they have one of the hardest challenges ahead of any Big Sky school any season, winning in Missoula. The Eagles face the number 3 Montana Grizzlies in a venue EW hasn't won in since 2017. Head coach Aaron Best spoke about how the Eagles can take lessons well from the loss and apply them to an extreme road environment.
These guys will fight. These guys will believe. These guys will pour into each other. Those 3 games, they were still grinds. All 3 of those games were grinds. So it wasn't like we walked away, with 50-point victories in 3 games and got full of ourselves. We're not full of ourselves and never have been full of ourselves. And so that, as a coach, is a sign that we still know we have a ways to go and a ways to grow.
The Eagles and Grizzlies kick off in Montana tomorrow at noon. Eastern's final home game is coming next weekend against Northern Colorado. Taking a look at our Friday night slate tonight. No Friday Night Sports Extra, but still a busy day of high school football. A bunch of great games ahead. Cheney, Mount Spokane, and Gonzaga Prep all begin their Washington postseason journeys, while our 2A schools are all going to play tomorrow. We'll bring you the coverage of these games and a few more of the smaller schools coming up this evening. That Coeur d'Alene game, too, going to be exciting. We're all over the Inland Northwest to get these games tonight. Should be a blast. I wanted to add to this, wrapped up just before we went on, but Washington State men's hoops just wrapped, falling by 16 to Davidson Wildcats. That's 0-2 on the season. Not great.
Got off to a real slow start. Hey, I just heard from a prep dad. Steve Gleason is in town for
cool.
the Pups game tonight. Flew in from New Orleans. So pretty cool. Welcome home, Steve.
Oh, Derek, you were busy earlier today. The Spokane Cougs First show is starting to wind down at the Spokane Convention Center.
Yeah, Cougs First is all about discovering and networking with other Coug-owned businesses, and I had the honor of kicking off the event this afternoon by hosting a fireside chat with WSU President Betsy Cantwell. We talked about NIL, the importance of support from Spokane, and the future of secondary education. The Cougs First show included 60 different booths, pictures with Santa Butch, and even a happy hour, of course. We're Cougs. All right, here's a live look over at One Spokane Stadium, where the Ferris and North Central High School football teams are about to go head-to-head in their final game of the season. And tonight, ahead of Veterans Day, all of the rest for this game are veterans. Pretty cool. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock.
And speaking of veterans, we want to remind you on Tuesday, any active military and veteran can get a free haircut at Great Clips. The company says it's a way of showing appreciation. If you don't have time that day, you can also just pick up a free haircut card and use it later.
Your Saturday planner, morning fog and then clearing as the afternoon goes on. We will be dry. High temperature of 49, 46 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast, plus let you know how much rain we've received this week. It's pretty impressive.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
It's a 4-day 4-wheel drive sale at both Cal locations. As Cal loads up the lot with tough, loaded SUVs and trucks, and for 4 days only drops their prices by $400.
Plus, giving you an extra $400 for your trade-in.
And $44 down is all you need.
When you live in the beautiful Northwest, then you better own a 4-wheel drive.
And today through this Monday, it's the best time to get a new 4-wheel drive at Cal.
Disney on Ice invites you to an adventure that's off the charts as DJ Mickey and his friends remix your favorite tunes from The Lion King, Frozen 2, Moana, The Little Mermaid, and Wish. Every beat creates a magical moment. Only at Disney on Ice, Let's Dance. Don't miss the special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Coming to Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
To be a part of Dancing with the Stars feels incredible.
Dancing with the Stars is back.
I've never really been on stage before, but I'm hoping it runs in the family.
I hope to learn more about my body and what she's capable of. There's only one me, baby.
The mirror ball is up for grabs.
And I'm taking it.
All night long, to you I belong.
Get me in there. Let's go. Dancing with the Stars, live Tuesday on ABC and Disney Plus. Next day on Hulu.
Mirajoy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
Monday Night Football, Eagles-Packers at 8 on ABC and ESPN.
Well, thanks to your generosity, the 40th year of Coats for Kids has once again been a huge success, and we still have coats to give away. Our crews picked up more coats from Alsco Cleaners today and delivered them to community centers and our other partners to get them to kids in need. If you're in need of a coat for a child, you can go to KXLY.com/coatsforkids, where we have all of the distribution centers listed for you.
That's the best part, is seeing them all clean afterwards and that wonderful smell.
Oh, yes.
And the smiles on those kids' faces when they get them.
And if Alsco did not wash those coats, I couldn't do it in my basement. I'll tell you that. That's a lot of work. A lot of wet gear around after a week of rain. Here's a look at how much we've received since midnight, 1,700 in Spokane. We're still running behind year to date. We're going on 11 inches of precipitation year to date, but average for this point in the season is 12.5 inches of rain. Still, I think we're gonna close that gap. It's a La Nina year. We've got a lot of wet weather to get through, and you can see why we're so far behind. Until October, the only month of the year was February, where we had above average precipitation. Everybody else was well below, but especially June, July, and August, where we barely had any precipitation at all. Things started picking up a little bit in September, and then bam, October. Now, so far this month, only a week into this month, we've had 1.25 inches. I thought, man, we must be, or almost 1.25 inches. We must be in record territory, but it is not. It is the 11th wettest start to November on record. Still not bad, and we're just about halfway to our average for the entire month. November is the second wettest month of the year. It was a windy night in addition to a rainy night across the inland Northwest. You may have slept through some of these gusts, 43-mile-per-hour gusts in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, similar gusty winds in Pullman and Lewiston, but it really got windy down on the Palouse around Tico, almost a 60-mile-per-hour gust in the overnight. 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be calmer. There's a 5th bonus thing, but no weekend rain, morning fog, patchy freezing drizzle. Just a reminder, anytime you have fog this time of year with temperatures below freezing, we could get some patchy freezing drizzle or freezing fog on the roadways. Watch for those sparkly streets as you head out tomorrow morning, and then some sunshine in the afternoon. Your planning forecast, we have got that fog both days, overnight lows down around freezing, a slight chance of showers on Monday. Veterans Day Tuesday is looking good. Partly cloudy skies, a high of 51. Our average high is in the mid-40s. We're going to stay in the 50s through the end of the 7-day forecast, but our weather pattern becomes much more active toward the end of next work week with a good chance of rain both Thursday and Friday. But enjoy that dry weekend. Hopefully do something fun. There certainly are a lot of fall chores to get to before the rain returns, Kirsten.
And when you're done with your chores, Chris, we have a great idea. It's the perfect time to head out for a bike ride.
Yeah, this week's Air 4 Adventure, we go on a trip with one local bike club who never lets the cold or a little wet weather slow them down. Let's soar over the trails on the Four Mound Prairie west of 9 Mile Falls.
It's about a 27-mile ride. After a couple of miles, we go on to Cooley Height Road, and it's from that point on, it's a pretty car-free ride. There's like a slow, gradual incline to get up to the plain up there, and it's just nice farmland and some mountain views, and we'll see how it goes. I think some of the best bike riding in the country is right here in Spokane.
you know, you're looking for new routes and ways to ride and stuff like that. So you look online, and Spokane Bike Club came up. I started going on a few rides. You know, they ride similar to I do. They have the philosophies that I like to ride, and so generally speaking, past rides have been really good, so you keep trying new ones and just keep finding new routes. I like being outside, you know, and then obviously at this group you like the camaraderie. You know, I like to talk bikes, I like to talk roads, routes, hills. I guess I like the social aspect of it, but I've ridden thousands of miles by myself too, so yeah, this is a great place to ride a bike. I don't know that I've ever been anywhere better.
Okay, we're making our plans. Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
The Tiguan is here, and it is turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it.
We'd be happy to help you.
Making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded.
$1 on the way out.
It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed.
Thanks so much, Eric.
And also, just what the doctor ordered.
Need some help?
Right by your side.
Hi, Allie.
Right when you need us.
I'm gonna go grab that for you, okay?
Welcome to CVS. Join us.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Discover why Beverly's is the premier destination for an extraordinary culinary experience.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in a Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Missisquoi.com.
Well, the first 3 episodes of our new true crime series, 509's Most Notorious Crimes, will be re-airing this weekend.
Yeah, these episodes focus on the South Hill rapists and 2 infamous murderers, Robert Yates and Tom DiBartolo. You can watch all 3 of these episodes ad-free on Saturday starting at 7 p.m. They'll also air again on Sunday morning starting at 9 a.m. All right, coming up tonight on Nightside, as the FAA reduces flights around the nation due to the government shutdown, many people expecting to fly are facing some anxiety right now. What travel experts say you should do before heading to the airport for your next flight. That's tonight on Nightside starting at 11.
Well, here in Eastern Washington, we're used to dodging deer, maybe a moose or a South Hill turkey, but this is a little different. Take a look at this sea lion in Cosmopolis near the Washington coast who decided to take a stroll right into traffic, his tail sticking out. One photo looked like he was just laying back, eyes closed, maybe meditating in the rain, soaking it all in. I guess someone's making the most of our wet Washington weather.
Somebody, we got to find a name for this guy, right?
Oh,
And
yes.
maybe he'll keep showing up in that area.
So cute.
So relaxed.
Right.
It does seem I would not, yes, I would like to see some of those over here. What do we have to do to get those on this side of the mountains? I guess we need a bigger body of water.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to be having a beautiful weekend with some patchy morning fog, high temperatures above average, partly cloudy skies in the afternoons.
All right.
Sounds pretty perfect.
Not bad for the weekend, considering all the rain we've had during the week, right?
Yes.
Right. See you at 11.
Live stream KX.